My name is Isabelle Hains. I'm from Bathurst, New Brunswick. My son Daniel Hains was killed in a 15-passenger van coming home from Moncton after playing a basketball game. And there were 7 children in all. And there were so many wrongs that could have been prevented that night. And I feel that it's an important issue that children be transported safely when they go out to after-school activities. And I've been advocating since then. And last week I met with Minister Jody Carr on December the 1st on a Wednesday. And one of the reasons was because District 2 in New Brunswick hired a chartered bus to go to Halifax with 60 students. Actually, they hired 2 buses. And before they left, they did their pre-trip, and they knew that the tires were bald. But they still proceeded to go to Halifax. But they got stopped on the Nova Scotia province, and they made them take those tires off and replace them with good tires. And I was just sickened by it when I heard it. I couldn't believe that a company would jeopardize children's lives and use bald tires to transport children to go to Halifax. And it just upset me so terribly that when we spoke about it to Minister Jody Carr, he said that they would review it and also about our recommendations to that we had for our son's inquest.
What were those recommendations?
Well, one of the recommendations that we were concerned with and why we met with them was that to have Class 2 drivers, the professional drivers that drive the children every day to school from 8 to 4, that they use the same drivers in the evening for children traveling for extracurricular activities. You know, they're still students of the system, they're still students of the school, and they're proud being playing for their school and wearing their jerseys and representing their school. And to have nothing but the yellow school buses that drive the children every day to school, or the multifunction activity buses, because we know that they are made of heavy steel, and they have laminated windows and emergency exits, and that's why they have the yellow school buses, to protect the children. And but it seems that the Minister of Education, Jody Carr, doesn't feel that's a direction they should go, because it comes down to cost and the availability of the vehicles, but there's no price in the child's life. No price at all.
So what did the minister do yesterday? He released a press release, did he, in response to your meeting?
Yes, he did. He sent out a release, and the release was that he believed that there was no problem with that. That they followed the policies, and what they did was okay. So what kind of a message do you think that that's sending to parents in New Brunswick who have children who participate in extracurricular activities? Well, I guess it's okay that the Department of Education and the school system could put children in a vehicle with bald tires in New Brunswick, but not in Nova Scotia, though. What kind of reputation do you think the province of New Brunswick has amongst the rest of the country? I think people scratch their heads when they hear this. Well, you know, they're not giving a good reputation for themselves, because all they're doing is denying, delaying, and defending themselves, and when they should be protecting the students and not protecting the employees and their staff. That was another recommendation too from the coroner's inquest, wasn't it? Something about that any employee that doesn't fulfill their duties and follow policies, that they be reprimanded. And you know, one of them is that they take full responsibility for the children and protect our children. And they didn't do that, did they? They sent them off in a vehicle that had bald tires out of province.
Do you think they've learned a thing from the Boys in Red tragedy?
I don't think they learned anything from the death of our sons. And I think they're just turning a blind eye. And after almost 3 years now, that they would just get it, but they don't.
So what kind of, do you have a message for parents in New Brunswick whose kids are in the system?
Well, I would have to say that, parents beware. I feel now that the way that the government and the direction that they're going, that student safety is a priority. And I guess parents will have to go behind them and check and do their own pre-trips on these vehicles.
So you're actually suggesting that parents whose children are going on maybe a chartered bus or a multifunction activity bus driven by a volunteer, for example, go before their kids get on the bus.
Yeah, and see if they do their pre-trips, and if they're doing their logbooks, and make sure that they have the list of children that are and names that are on the vehicle, everything that they're supposed to do as a volunteer driver. But a Class 2 driver, professional driver, they already know their job. They don't have to be told, because they do this for a living and they do it every day. And if they use the yellow school buses that protect the children and the multifunction activity buses, this problem would be solved. It's not even a problem. It shouldn't even be an issue. It's a must that our children are protected when they go out of town and travel.
Thank you.